Hello. We're back. I'm still not smooth with this setup, but that's okay. We're learning as we go. Match day 3 kicking off right now. Previously, we had my Chargers losing to Preston's Broncos by a touchdown margin, and then quite the comeback effort by Wego's Raiders to take down Sprite's Cowboys. So let me try that setting on the microphone. That might be better. So now we're moving on. Match day 3. We got Rob's 49ers and Crayon's Ravens. This is the Beyonce Bowl rematch. So let's take a look at those rosters. Jumping over to that screen. Hopefully I'm still able to be heard. And we're just going to assume I am and keep going with it. So overall wise, again, the overalls that the game shows on this screen are absolutely whack. But the ones I've notated up on the graphics, those are the ones that make a bit more sense. So slight overall advantage to Rob's team, but over on Crayon's team, we've got Joe Burrow, which is going to look very strange in a Ravens uniform, AFC North rival, backed up by Geno Smith. At running back, we've got Saquon Barkley and Austin Eckler, who I think are kind of splitting some of the duties. I don't remember what these depth charts are. Backing them up, we've got Travis Etienne and Deontay Foreman. Trio of wide receivers we're going to see primarily Mike Evans, Curtis Samuel, and Mecole Hardman. Not the strongest trio from an overall perspective, but probably one of the faster trios, and just like physically gifted. Mike Evans is a good jump ball guy. Backing those guys up, we got Donovan Peoples-Jones, Joshua Palmer. I almost said Trey Palmer. That is an incoming rookie. Darius Slayton and Treylon Burks. Strong tight end duo here. We've got Travis Kelce, best in the game, and Dawson Knox. Of course, the Ravens defense, and we're going to be seeing Graham Gano as the kicker. Over on Rob's 49ers side, we've got Jalen Hurts doing the main things, and Daniel Jones probably only holding for field goals because they still haven't made punters the holders in this game. Running backs, mostly going to see Javonte Williams, maybe some Leonard Fournette. I don't remember how they mix together. Wouldn't shock me if Jerick McKinnon gets some play as like the pass-catching guy. Otherwise, we've got Samaje Perine and Malik Davis back there. Just looked at Tyreek Hill and I was like, talk about fast wide receivers. So the trio of wide receivers we're going to see mostly today. Actually, I'm just going to call all 4 because I don't know if the depth chart has Devontae Smith or T. Higgins higher. But Tyreek Hill, Cooper Kupp, and then, of course, Devontae Smith and T. Higgins, as previously mentioned. I think one might be a slot guy and one might be like in 3 wide sets. I don't know. We'll figure out how that goes because we'll see both of them make plays probably. Otherwise, Rondale Moore and George Pickens also on the bench, which kind of tells me that Rob might have some good keeper options going into this year. Banger of a duo of tight ends here, Greg Dulcich and Chig Okonkwo, a couple of last year rookies. And Chig may emerge as the number 2 or number 3 pass catching option in Tennessee this year, so look out for that. 49ers defense, of course, and Jason Myers, the Seattle kicker, doing the kicking things. All right, I've already preloaded these as, what's the word I'm looking for? They're alternate jerseys, quote unquote. Neither of these teams really have alternate jerseys, so they're not going to look that different. But let's jump into it. We've got quick presentation, 12-minute quarters, and 15-second clock runoffs. Let me get these infographs out of here. Bop, bop. Okay. And game time.
It is a pretty hot late summer afternoon here in the
So yeah, and as always, if anyone wants to join me in Discord, I am there. I'm undeafening myself right now. Obviously no pressure. Do what you want.
What should prove to be a good one between the Baltimore Ravens and the San Francisco 49ers. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Yeah, you can tell these are the alternates because the numbers are slightly more bold or something. I don't know. Jimmy Garoppolo looks a lot different, though. All right, first drive for Rob's team. We got Jalen Hurts starting it off with a designed run. You love to see it. Interesting. So the way this goes, I'm pretty sure the playbooks stick with the teams you get. So that means that Madden 23 started with probably the assumption of Trey Lance as the starter, and they put some designed runs in that playbook. Because if it was Brock Purdy as the assumption, or Jimmy Garoppolo even, man, they went through a lot of quarterbacks. Yeah, they probably wouldn't have had as many designed runs for QBs.
First carry now. This is Williams. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to
another thing to note there, after Jalen Hurts absolutely sails one past a wide open Cooper Kupp, there is an ongoing theory in the Madden community that the people who are the leads on ratings adjusters are all Cowboys homers. So as a result, the Cowboys are always too good and the Eagles are always worse than they should be. So, like, they finally gave Jalen Hurts superstar development trait, like, able to affect the game in that way. Oh, what a scramble. He's getting some serious yards here. God damn. Okay. Big boy rush there. But they took them until, like, the season was almost over to actually give Jalen Hurts, like, development trait bumps over the last 2 seasons, actually. So, keep that in mind when you're building your roster around Eagles or Cowboys.
Hurts going to keep it again.
This is just going to be the Hurts on the ground show, isn't it?
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And the Ravens have got it.
I didn't see that one live, but it looks like they're going to keep it as a fumble recovery by the one and only Roquan Smith. I've mentioned before that turnovers in Madden 23 are a serious problem, so expect more of those. Meanwhile, Joe Burrow and the Ravens taking the field for the first time. Since we're on quick presentation, they didn't give us much of a notice of that. But yeah, Burrow starting it off with a run of his own. Oh yeah, because this is the Baltimore playbook, so it's assuming Lamar Jackson. Lots of designed QB runs in this one.
Collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The result, a first down as the quick slant gets him 14.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Back-to-back.
This game is just going to be hilariously QB runs all game, huh?
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
He'll take this to the 46. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Burrow. And this is caught by Evans. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. From the 30 on second down. Burrow. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately...
I think that's Kelsey's first touch of the game. I would expect to see him getting many, many more throughout the course of this.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They're passing here. Joe Burrow completes it to Samuel. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Now Burrow. Finding Hardman here over the middle. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home.
Surely he's down before that one came out, right? Oh, the O-lineman recovered it. Alex Kappa, nice on it.
They keep possession.
You can't give away these
Who's
types
that
of
fullback?
opportunities in the red zone.
Oh, is that Jason Kabinda? Hard Knock star Jason Kabinda of the Raiders season 1.
Deep in the red zone.
3rd and goal. Burrow. And this is caught.
First points of the game. Big touchdown, Curtis Samuel.
Curtis Samuel.
Sitting down, going for a drive or whatever that celebration is. Congrats to Crayon and Co. Early lead. 3 minutes left in the first quarter.
And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0.
Big game note from Crayon says, can't wait to see how I blow this lead. Nor can I. Stay tuned.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a
Whatever oddity in that physics engine that caused Jalen Hurts to do that on the ground, I love it, and I hope they never fix it.
Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the
Mecole Hardman making his impact known, catching a fair catch. Love the effort.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Burrow going to try and run. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Yeah, this Burrow with the Baltimore playbook and the designed run thing is going to be just pure comedy this whole game, I think. This whole tournament, really.
Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense.
You have to imagine that's because he bounced off his offensive lineman while trying to throw that on the run. Otherwise, Burrow doesn't miss that bad as a general rule.
And giving the ball back to their offense.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. The 49ers settling in for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And tough going there as he'll only get
Jet sweep to Cooper Kupp, especially when you have Tyreek Hill on the roster. Love to see that. All right, that's 1 quarter in the books. 7-0. Crayon with the lead.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Hurts. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And they'll get
That's a nice little big boy pitch and catch.
At the 44.
What was that, like 13, 14 yards?
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably should.
Toe drag swag for the 0-yard gain. Good effort, Javonte. I feel like the Madden throwing AI, and this is not just this year. I feel like it's been this way since they switched over to this Frostbite engine. Like, the computer decides to throw the ball toward the sideline, outbreaking routes when it's too late for them to actually catch and turn upfield as a general rule.
Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile
Roquan with the sack. Miss you, buddy.
In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. Dances by it. Barkley hit and the ball pops free.
That's a legit fumble. I think the O-line fell on it. Oh, and a holding call. Nice.
Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party.
Ted Karras, the one who fell on it. ILL. And that was a replay of the play before.
They'll come up now.
Nice.
2nd and long after the hold. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And a catch right side by Evans.
That's one way to make up for the penalty yardage. Big gain, Mike Evans yet again.
A gain there of 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end.
I know Joe Burrow's not known for running, but he's at least one of these young quarterbacks that they all know they have to have a baseline of athleticism and movement ability. Like, I'm trying to imagine if, like, the Ravens got paired with, like, a Tom Brady, how that would go. Or even, like, a Matt Ryan. That would probably be miserable for us all to watch.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Burrow looking to pass. He completes it to Evans. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit, because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now following the
Emmanuel Mosley down.
Stoppage here for an injury.
I don't recall. I know his name, but I don't think he's like too much higher than replacement level type of guy, so that's probably not a huge miss. And he might be back soon anyway.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Burrow will throw over the middle, complete. That's Evans.
Quick slant, most unstoppable play in the game.
Going to be made at the 49ers 34-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Again, it's Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Ooh, tips it and picks it off himself. Jimmy Ward. Not quite Illinois, but I think he's Northern Illinois alum. Go Huskies and such. Big play there by the San Fran defense. Keeping themselves in this game. Ooh, Greg Dulcich with a catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it nice, easy.
Oh, there's my answer. Devontae Smith is on the sideline, right next to to Kyle Shanahan.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw here.
Oh boy, that's a deep ball to Tyreek. If he catches that, oh no! Oh, it was right there, Tyreek. Did it line up with the sun? What happened?
Working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
This is unrelated to Cooper Kupp catching that, but I have the window open in this room, and someone is blasting Hoobastank's The Reason out their car window. Amazing. Just fantastic content.
NFL route tree. One thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll
They had a stoplight? I can still hear it. This is out of control. Okay, I'm getting up to look at the window.
And move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the 41, Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon,
It might be one of the restaurants. This is tremendous. I get all of the reason right now.
Every snap, another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly.
I'm going to be very disappointed in Rob's team punting on the Hoobastank drive. If you can't score during the Hoobastank drive, you can't score enough to win this game. I'm sorry. Might as well call it now.
Hardman on the return. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. And he will find his man Samuel.
If Curtis Samuel broke free there, that would still be within the bounds of a Hoobastank drive, in which case I would absolutely be able to call the game already.
Acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on it.
Okay, I'll stop talking about Hoobastank now. It's done. I'm done.
Burrow on play action. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch.
They're calling that in for now. That may be challenged.
It's going to be a first down. Well done. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here.
Oh, yeah, he's out. That ought to be challenged. Yeah, booth review. All right, send it back.
At this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On second down, here's Barkley. Ooh, with a juke. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here's Burrow. This will be caught at about the 6. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Now it's Burrow. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Curtis Samuel again, doing whatever that celebration is.
Touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens go
big lead going into half. Going to be 14-0. Well, I don't know. I feel like offenses go hyper active in within the 2-minute warning window. So it's possible that Rob's team squeezes some points out of this.
You approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead. Let's go. Let's go. Once again, we got to get it done. Let's go, baby. Turn it up. Keep our voice. Let's go. They can't beat us straight up. You ready to roll? Let's turn it up. Let's rock and roll. Hey, let's go. Let's rock, baby. Let's go, baby. It's one play at a time, baby.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive. And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing is Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
All right, this sequence is going to show us if we start to believe they can score or not.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Hurts to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed
I didn't think about it. Yeah, both Kelce's are in this game. We got Travis on the Ravens and Jason on the 49ers.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Okay, I don't think we're scoring here. Now that we got the one play that went down inbounds. Oh yeah, Jerick McKinnon, he isn't on passing plays.
You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride.
Oh, they're using it after all that? Oh gosh. All right, no points. It's official. Etch it in stone.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They'll look to throw again. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half.
Halftime.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando.
All right, 14-0. Crayon in the driver's seat. Let's see if sometimes I feel like in these types of simmed games, Madden likes to do a tale of two halves type setup where one team dominates the first half and the other one dominates the second half. Could see it, might not see it.
They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box.
Big catch there, huge chunk play. More Curtis Samuel, he is having himself a day. I believe he's got both touchdowns, and I don't know, it feels like 6 receptions at least.
Down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
So
nailed it. His stat lines flashed by 6 for 92.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Saquon wrestling through a tackle there. I feel like Saquon has not really been unlocked yet this game. Keep an eye on that.
Their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones.
2 nice plays in a row for the lad. Maybe he's starting to get unlocked.
They think they're going to win those, too.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. They'll go option to the short side.
Speed demon Joey Burr.
So close, he gets it to
Goodness,
one.
what a run.
Right there. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control.
All right, are we feeling a touchdown to Curtis Samuel? Give him the hat trick. Oh, Saquon time. Touchdown, Ravens. Crayon. 3-score lead now. Rob's going to need to answer back at some point. Or just roll over down into the Niners bracket.
Methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Let's go, baby. Turn it up.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start by running the option to the right. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
2nd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Oh, man, yeah. Design runs coming in clutch when Jalen takes one of those and goes. Like, that one run Burrow had earlier was awesome, but, like, if he had the speed of Jalen Hurts, that was a touchdown on that play. Granted, the Ravens still scored on that drive, so it doesn't matter, but you can tell the difference between someone who's meant to scramble and someone who is only running out of, why the play was called. Oh my gosh, that's pretty lucky that Roquan didn't pick that off, actually.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
There we go. Jet sweep to Tyreek. It makes so much more sense than Cooper Kupp.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Hurts. And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete.
Tyreek has been like pretty much neutralized this entire game.
But you got to think that sooner or later they're going to.
Now, if only he was Curtis Samuel.
Has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a great job here.
That's the play of the game so far for Rob's team. Mitch Wishnowski's punt that got downed at the 3 is the play of the game so far for Rob's team. Obviously, Crayon's team's got, like, you know, at least 12 plays more exciting than that.
They begin with a run by Barkley. Good move, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines.
Ooh, calling 1 foot out there, huh?
So the ball a little
Tough.
late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try.
Oh, that was a rare Austin Eckler sighting.
No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Running left, it's Barkley. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
Rob's 49ers have 51 yards to get in the end zone here. That's barely bigger than an Arena Football League field. Can they get points?
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and
If not
10,
here, then how?
Just shy of midfield at the 49. And they'll begin by running the option. And he is swallowed up right at
As
the
soon as
line
I
of
said that and
scrimmage.
then saw the designed run and him about to run into Calais
Second down.
Campbell,
Well, for that
my head was like,
option,
oh no, this is going to be a fumble. I
George
just like
options
broadcaster
available
cursed the
for
shit out of this.
There weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose
Alas,
anything,
they
which
live to
was
run
exactly
into
right.
big defensive linemen another day.
2nd down, McKinnon. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Oh, he's gonna go for
Big boy ball, big boy ball, dropped it in. Tyreek Hill with the backflip and all. Get that cameraman out of the way.
47 yards. And the 49ers
I feel like they ran this play once earlier and Hill was also open and then it just dropped in front of him. Like, it was a very catchable ball, and then he just didn't catch it. So that seems to be the way that Rob scores, is Tyreek Hill on a go route, and then Hurts just throwing it as high as the moon. But all right, they're not dead yet. They answered back, 21-7 now, 14-point lead for Crayon and Co.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete.
Nearly answered it.
Shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't pull it in.
Alas. Yeah, the jump balls are really tough in this year's Madden. Like, even jump ball specialists, like, if they're up too high in the air, like, the corners find a way to knock it out before they land.
Pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Burrow.
Oh boy, Nick Bosa breaking through there.
But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively, pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35.
That was silly. That was another one where Burrow like bounced off his offensive lineman while throwing on the run. And then he had to bounce the ball off of, who was that, Hardman who tapped it first? Before, who else but Curtis Samuel brings it in. Yeah. Silly.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not
8 for 149 and 2 now. Curtis Samuel is insatiable.
After having worked on it all week in practice, they drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll go option to the short side.
Oh my God, he might make it. Joey B. Joe Shiesty trod into the end zone on a designed QB run.
And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead.
Phenomenal.
So a designed run all
Talanoa Hufanga didn't even try on that tackle. Oh my goodness. All right, 28-7. Crayon back to his comfortable 21-point lead.
Oftentimes defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Let's do this, man. Come on, baby. Rock and roll. Let's go. It's rock and roll, baby. You're supposed to catch that, baby. That's how we eat. Let's go. Keep our poise.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback. And
Kick returns in general are really bad in this game, but that one might be the worst.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd and 2, Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out right at the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Good little run there, getting the first down, and that's going to bring our third quarter to a close. 21-point deficit for Rob. Still in due process or whatever I don't know. It's still there, okay? Gonna need an impressive fourth quarter here. Probably a quick touchdown, and then yeah, just lights out on both sides of the ball after that. Otherwise, this one could be in the books.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go draw play to McKinnon, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Flushed out right.
Ooh, barely athletes his way through, and it's still 4th and inches. 10 for 102 now for Jalen on the ground. They gotta go for this. You have to. You have to.
In addition to what he's done through the air, definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
They run. It's Williams. And I'm not sure he got
Oh
there.
my.
Did they stop
That
him?
might be the game right there.
Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys
That should have been a freebie. What are you guys doing running outside?
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Credit him with a 1 yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, now that the Ravens are just in it to kill clock, it's time for Saquon to get his flowers. Now it's Saquon season.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They'll go to Barkley again. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Burrow, that is caught at the 7. And the Ravens are
This team is looking nice. I gotta say, like, This is looking nice even for, like, general Madden team standards. Crayon might have it about him to have a deep run here.
Maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game.
Normally, I will ridicule when the playbook for QB mobility mismatches, but like it's working, so I can't clown on it.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. He'll decide to keep this once more. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's a big loss.
I don't even think Crayon needs to score here for this game to already be over, but if he does, it's even more over than it was.
That's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal. That time, Charles, great job keeping him in the pocket and not letting him escape.
And, Brandon, I think this was a great example of the front and the back working together, meaning the back covering, no place to go with the football, and the front, terrific job on the edge so he couldn't escape outside.
An extra field goal will do it. 24-point deficit now with 5 minutes of play left. And, you know, Madden's terrible AI clock management. Like, 14 points is the most they could put up in this time frame, I think. Barring like a defensive or special teams touchdown. Still, you might need 2 of those to like have a shot.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. That's to the sideline and complete. A nifty job to make the catch, but the throw took him right out of bounds. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle to Smith. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. He's going to let it fly.
Big boy ball. Oh, we got one. Tyreek. That's what, his technically third catch, because one of them was like on a jet sweep.
42 yards.
2 big boy balls and 1 jet sweep that went backward. That just feels like underutilizing Tyreek Hill. But I guess I don't need to tell them that. Yeah, you already know.
They can pick up anything that leaks through.
Oh my gosh, that was nearly intercepted.
You're making plays on the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts steps away to his left.
That one was intercepted. Oh my.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to
I don't think the 49ers even bother with timeouts in this situation. Ah, well, that one doesn't count because Travis Kelce's hurt. That's okay. Injuries do not persist across games. You do not need him anymore.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Let's go now, let's go.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving.
Yep, that is we are losing by enough that we will not bother using timeouts in this scenario. Sort of willingness to take the L, which is great. Just hurry it up. No need to prolong the inevitable.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's got his man. That's
Ravens passing in this situation. Love that. I guess it was 3rd down, so fair play.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory.
That's going to do it. Oh, sorry. Kind of spiked my voice volume on that one. Sorry for any headphone users. That's going to do it. 31-7. Crayon over Rob. Crayon will, well, I'll show you the brackets soon. So we'll let them do their end of game animation.
Shut down the run. Control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
I think we've taken a hard stance on we don't care about looking at the stats screen, right? Let's go with that. Okay, take a look at the bracket. That is Crayon through to the quarterfinals where he will take on Gibby and his Falcons. Meanwhile, Rob is falling to the Niners to face the loser of our next match. And then me and Sprite hanging out over there by ourselves. Now we've got a third friend. So cool. That's going to do it for match day 3. I'm going to run match day 4 here in about probably 15 minutes. So I'll throw some hold music up and then see you on the other side. Let's say 9 o'clock Central. I'll kick it off at 9 o'clock Central. Okay. Talk soon. Bye-bye.